Hey Arise family, welcome back to Let's Study. It's a series here at Arise where we're studying a chapter in the good book, okay? Every single day, you guys. So today we're going to be in First Kings. I want to say Samuel so bad. Why? We've been there. We've been there, done that, okay? We're in First Kings, all right, chapter 2. And today we're going to be reading up until verse 25. So let's get into the word for today, you guys. So if you're just popping on, okay, it's a great time to pop on. We're just at the beginning of something. First Kings. And David is dying. Y'all. Solomon just got crowned king, and now David had some dying instructions for his son. Let's go ahead and continue to read. It says, as the time approached for David to die, he ordered his son Solomon, as for me, I am going the way of all the earth. Be strong and be a man, and keep your obligation to the Lord, for God to walk in all his ways and to keep his statutes, commands, ordinances, and decrees. This is written in the law of Moses, so that you will have success in everything that you do and wherever you turn. That was funny. David literally tells his son, be a man, okay? Be strong and be a man, okay? He says he's going up the yonder. He's going up the yonder to be with our Lord. All right, verse 4, you guys. And so that the Lord will fulfill his promises that he made to me. If your sons take care to walk faithfully before me with all their heart and all their soul, you will never fail to have a man on the throne of Israel. So basically your bloodline will continue as long as they walking with me, okay? You know what? That's where the real success lies, when you walk with the Lord. Verse 5 says, you also know that Joab, son of Zuhar, did to me, and what he did to the two commanders of Israel's army, Antler son of Ner and Amason son of Jur. He murdered them in a time of peace to avenge bloodshed in war. He spilled that blood on his own waistband and on the sandals of his feet. Act according to your wisdom, and do not let his gray head descend to Sheol in peace. Show kindness to the sons of Berzal, the Gileonite, and let them be among those who eat at your table, because they supported me when I fled from your brother Absalom. Basically, David giving some instructions to his son and reminding him who is the friends and who is the enemies. And baby, you need to remember these things, because draw the line. Don't have the enemies sitting at the table with you. So I'm trying to remind you, in case you might have forgot about some things. It's been a long time. Been a long time. So let me fill you in all the blanks of all my friends and my enemies, because they're going to be your friends and enemies too, most likely, okay? So it says, keep an eye on Shimeon, son of Gera, the Benjamite from Brizim, who is with you. He uttered malicious curses against me the day I went to Mesopotamia. But he came down to meet me at the Jordan River, and I swore to him by the Lord, I will never kill you with the sword. So don't let him go unpunished. For you are a wise man. You know how to deal with him, to bring his gray head down to Sheol with blood. David's still trying to set some things up on his way out. I said I wasn't going to kill him with the sword, but you smart. You can figure this out. He going down. He's still going down. I'm going to keep my oath. I'm going to keep my pledge, but yeah, watch for him. It's a little snake right there. Verse 10. Then David rested with his ancestors and was buried in the city of David. The length of time David reigned over Israel was 40 years. He reigned 7 years in Hebron, the 33 years in Jerusalem. Solomon sat on the throne of his father David, and his kingship was firmly established. All right, so David went out. Before he left out, he left some instructions. He kind of let them know who's your friends, who's your foes, who's a snake, who you got to watch, and who, yeah, make some plans for them. Make some plans for them. They can't stick around. They need to go down to Sheol. Okay, Sheol is basically in the ground, y'all. You gotta put them in the ground. There's a few folks around here, they still standing, but I'm gonna need you to figure out how they can't stand too long, all right? I'm gonna need you to work something out and take them out, okay? You can't take them out with the sword, but you got other options. Figure it out, son. I'm gonna go ahead and go up the yonder to be with the Lord. And now we're going to continue in verse 13. In my book, it is labeled Adonijah's foolish request. How foolish more can Adonijah be? But we're going to see. Verse 13 says, Now Adonijah, son of Haggith, came to Bathsheba, Solomon's mother, and asked, Do you come peacefully? Peacefully, he replied, and then asked, May I talk with you? Go ahead, she answered. You know the kingship was mine, he said. All Israel expected me to be king, but then kingship was turned over to my brother, for the Lord gave it to him. So now I have just one request of you. Don't turn me down. She said to him, Go on. He replied, Please speak to King Solomon, since he won't turn you down. Let him give me Abishag, the Shulamite, as my wife. Very well, Bathsheba replied. I will speak to the king for you. So Bathsheba went to the king. Let's pause. Let me remind you of who these people are if you just popping up in here, okay? Adonijah, okay, is King David's son, which is also King Solomon's brother. But the problem with Adonijah is because Adonijah was trying to appoint himself as king. Literally. He had a feast, a dinner, basically. He did his own thing. He was trying to sit on the throne. While King David was dying, all right, he was trying to appoint himself. And so this Shulamite woman that they're naming was King David's nurse, the heating blanket, the one I told y'all about. She was a human heating blanket. Basically, they said that they kept putting blankets over old King David. He couldn't get his old self, his old cold bones warm. So they went find a beautiful Shulamite woman to lay with him, but he ain't did nothing with it because he was old, okay? And so they heated him up. She was a heater. She was a human heater, heating him up because the blankets just would not do, okay? They used this girl as a heating blanket, all right? And so she was one of his many women. You know he collected the ladies like baseball cards, right? So she's probably in the Harlem. I don't know what is that? Why is that word sounds like something else, you guys? It sounds like something else. Anyway, she's probably staying in the Harlem with all the other ladies in the Harlem, okay? And now Adonijah is now making a request to have his King David's warm note, not a wet nurse, a warm nurse, because that's what she was used for, to keep him warm, right? He wants to have her. That is equivalent to being like, I want one of the king's wives. Because do you realize that's pretty much what she's labeled as one of the wives? Like, she's in Harlem with all the wives of King David, and I want one of his wives. Could you please give me one of his wives to be my wife? Do y'all remember with the other brother? What was his name? Okay. The one that, I'm trying to say what's his name because I'm trying to say it right. Absalom. Okay. The one that literally took King David's throne and became king for a while. Him. What did he do with the ladies that was left behind? The 10 ladies. He went up to the rooftop. He fulfilled prophecy. And he had affairs with the ladies on the rooftop in front of everybody in broad daylight. He had affairs with these ladies on the rooftop in front of everyone. Total disrespect for his father, and basically slept with his father's 10 wives that he left behind, the concubines, okay? So, basically, he's trying to say he's king by taking one of the queens. Did y'all not catch it? Catch it. Okay, I just explained it all to you, so now you catch it. All right, catch it. So, and then he goes to Bathsheba, and Bathsheba apparently, she didn't think that through. Before she heard the request, but she didn't really process it completely. And I hear Bathsheba, Mama Bathsheba, is going to go over to Solomon and have a little conversation on behalf of his brother Absalom concerning this woman that he wants to take as his wife. That was his father's warm nurse. Yeah, she kept him warm, okay? He asks her to please speak to the king because he'll listen to you. Very well, Bathsheba replied. I will speak to the king for you. So Bathsheba went to the king Solomon to speak to him about Adonijah. The king stood up to greet her and bowed to her, sit down on his throne, and had a throne place for the king's mother. So she sat down at his right hand. She said, I have just one small request of you. Don't turn me down. Go ahead and ask, mother, the king replied. I won't turn you down. So she replied, let Abishag, the Shulamite, be given to your brother Adonijah as a wife. King Solomon answered his mother, why are you requesting Abishag the Shulamite for Adonijah? Since he is my elder brother, you might as well ask for the kingship for him, for the priests Abiathar and Joab son of Jehoiada. Then King Solomon took an oath by the Lord, may the Lord punish me and do it so severely that Abishag has not made this request at the cost of his life. And now the Lord, as the Lord lives, the one who established me, seated me on the throne of my father David, and made me a dynasty as he promised, I swear Adonijah will be put to death today. Then King Solomon dispatched Bijan, son of Jethoah, who struck down Adonijah, and he died. King Solomon is that man. We just getting in here. But I'm already seeing a difference in between him and his daddy and how he ruling. He ain't playing them games, okay? His daddy played all them games with his brothers, okay? That's why we had Adonijah and, I'm trying to pronounce it right, y'all, Absalom, okay? And that's why we had Saul hunting him down when he could have took Saul down. I'm just saying he could have took Saul down a long time ago. It was open. The option was open. I'm just saying, y'all, okay? I know he's a man after God's own heart. But coming out the gate, Solomon not playing them games. He not like, oh, that's my brother. That's my brother. No, he told him straight up from the jump. If I don't find nothing wrong in your heart, brother, you can go home. Hey, bro, man, go home. We good? We Gucci? We good? Yeah, we good. But now he's showing him what's in his heart. So now we ain't good no more. In fact, I'm not going to wait today. Go strike him down today. Brother or not. Apparently he ain't my brother in Christ. He got to go. All right. So Solomon already coming off strong. Like, he not playing no games. He not playing them little games like David. He not crying over spilled milk. He understand you ain't on my side, so I got to eliminate you. All right. We gonna pick up tomorrow in verse 26 and see what else happens up in 1 Kings chapter 2. I will see you then. Y'all go check out CandyNicoleRise.com. There's a Bible study along to help you study this word and get deeper into it. And again, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.